Synonyms. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Satyam, indeed, Vayam, we, Boho, O, Vanagochara, dwelling in the forest, Mrigaha, creatures, Yushmat Vidhan, like you, Mrigae, I am searching to kill, Grama Simhan, dogs. No, not. Mrityu Pasahi, by the bonds of death. Pratimuktasya, of one who is bound. Viraha, the heroes. Vikathanam, loose talk. Tava, your. Grinanti, take notice of. Abhadra, O mischievous one. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The personality of Godhead said, Indeed, we are creatures of the jungle and we are searching after hunting dogs like you. One who is freed from the entanglement of death has no fear from the loose talk in which you are indulging. For you are bound up by the laws of death. Translation again. The personality of God had said, Indeed, we are creatures of the jungle and we are searching after hunting dogs like you. One who is freed from the entanglement of death has no fear from the loose talk in which you are indulging. For you are bound up by the laws of death. Purport. Demons and atheistic persons can go on insulting the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they forget that they are subjected to the laws of birth and death. They think that simply by decrying the existence of the Supreme Lord or defying his stringent laws of nature, one can be freed from the clutches of birth and death. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that simply by understanding the transcendental nature of God, one can go back home, back to Godhead. But demons and atheistic persons do not try to understand the nature of the Supreme Lord. But demons and atheistic persons do not try to understand the nature of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, they remain in the entanglement of birth and death. Om Agnanatimendasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurmitan Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manabhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swamrupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shigro Sijuta Padakamanam Shigrum Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathapitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanto Namastute Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vaisya Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patitanam Pavane Vayo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Translation again. The personality of God had said, "Indeed, we are creatures of the jungle and we are searching after hunting dogs like you. One who is freed from the entanglement of death has no fear from the loose talk in which you are indulging, for you are bound up by the laws of death." Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful verse. Here we see in the previous chapter, Hiranyaksha, the two doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, they were cursed by the four Kumaras. And ultimately, the Lord mentioned that you go. He did not try to defy the curse. He was not pleased with that. Still, he wanted to respect the curse given by the four Kumaras, and ultimately had his associates go to Martya Loka, either in 3 lifetimes as demons or 7 lifetimes as devotees, and the associates wanted to finish that task rapidly so that they can come back and rejoin their services. So they come as the sons of Diti, who were impregnated at a very inauspicious time. Right, very inauspicious time they were impregnated. And then we see here, though the mother, Diti, seeing all the ill omens around it, didn't want to get a child, take birth, and be killed by Lord Vishnu, because that was forecasted. She bore the child for 100 odd years in the womb and ultimately gave the birth. And as they're growing, these two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, terrorized the entire world. Right, terrorized the entire world. And so much so that they will also terrorize the demigods who were in service of different tasks. So we see the end of the previous chapter. The Hiranyaksha had taken the earth out of its orbit and took it to all the way to Rasatala, Halley's planet, all the way in the near the regions where as a personified greed, he took the earth itself and put it all the way there. And there was terrorizing, when he went underneath the water, was terrorizing the aquatics, the Varuna, the minister for waters, kind of warned him, right? Kind of warned him. But the demon, out of his pride and arrogance, just did not take the warning of Varuna seriously. Right? In the previous verse, it said, the Lord alone will come to our rescue. He is the controller of the three modes, three Adisha, responsible for the creation, preservation, and dissolution of the universe. The most ancient person, his Yoga Maya, cannot be easily understood by the masters of yoga. Right? So, yeah. So that, no, not this one. Thus provoked, Varuna controlled his anger using his intelligence and replied, "We have now desisted from fighting, having grown too old for combat." No, he was like uh, provoking Varuna that, "Oh, come, fight with me, Hiranyaksha." And Varuna was kind of controlling his anger and resisting from fighting against this demon who had become very powerful. Even heroes like you praise his prowess. No, Varuna is talking about Lord Vishnu. On reaching him, you will be rid of your pride and will lie down on the field of battle surrounded by dogs for eternal sleep. He assumes incarnations like Varaha to exterminate wicked fellows like you and to show grace to the virtuous. That he can take any form. He will assume a form of even of Varaha, the boar incarnation, to rescue Mother Earth. Right? And then we see the Lord takes the incarnation of Varaha and goes all the way to the Rasatala and from his tusk holds earth and is bring it back to its orbit. And the demon, seeing that, he is insulting the Lord. Hey, where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you taking the earth? And calls the Lord different names, like beast, this, that. And here in the conversation, we see the Lord, in these particular words, is responding. That you call Hiranyaksha called him the beast. So said, "Oh, we are the creatures of the jungle, Vanagochara." Right? We are the creatures of the jungle, Vanagochara. So Vanagochara has two meanings. One is this is the creatures of the jungle. But another meaning of Vanagochara means pure devotees. We are seen by the pure devotees. That's another meaning of Vanagochara, pure devotees. And we are searching after hunting dogs like you. Right? So the Lord getting riled up in his chivalrous mood. So we're searching for hunting dogs like you. Right? He's telling Hiranyaksha, who's such a powerful demon, but the Lord, no, but from the Lord is insignificant. His prowess is also insignificant. Right? So he's just calling Grama Simhan, right? That Grama Simhan means a dog, completely absorbed in sense gratification. So another meaning of that is mercifully I search out sense enjoyers, Grama Simhan, to deliver them. Right. So one way of looking at it is Vanagochara, that we are creatures of the jungle and searching after hunting dogs like you. Like, it's in a mood of further aggravating Hiranyaksha so that he can have combat with the Lord. And another way of looking at it is now the Lord is kind of mentioning that, okay, it's pure devotees always see me, right? Premanjana Shuita Bhakti Vilochanena. We cannot see the Lord. But when our eyes are anointed by the love of Godhead, we can see the Lord. Right? Atasi Krishna Namadina Bhavatra Yamindriya. By our blunt material senses, we cannot see. Right? So the Lord is kind of then mentioning, we are seen by the pure devotees. Because one meaning of Vanagochara is also pure devotees. And what is the other purpose? The Lord delivers the sense enjoyers, Grama Simhan, the hunting dogs, the delivers the hunting dogs. And One who is freed from the entanglement of death has no fear from the loose talk. Hiranyaksha is just doing loose talk, not understanding his position, not understanding the position of the Supreme Lord. He's going on deriding the Supreme Lord, thinking that, oh, it's just an ordinary boar. Though in his mind, he's thinking that not just an ordinary boar can pull out the earth. So part of him, he can sense it, that this is just not an ordinary boar. It could be the incarnation of Lord Vishnu himself. But out of his pride and arrogance, he defies the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He defies to recognize the Supreme Lord. And is ready to even combat with the Supreme Lord. And by not fearing his death, and by calling him calling him names. So that's the position of somebody who is completely engrossed in sense gratification. They don't worry about that, oh, they have taken birth. They don't worry about the miseries. They don't worry about death. They think that death will never come to them. Right? They think that they will defy death. Simeshwar Prabhu was the other day mentioning about Alexander. He left this wonderful instruction that though I have conquered the world, the best physicians cannot cure me. What is the use of all this wealth when they are of no use to me after dying? So let my hands be outstretched to the coffin, so the whole world knows that though I have conquered the world, I'm going empty-handed. Right? I'm going empty-handed. So that's a position of somebody who has gotten some realization. But the position of a sense enjoyer who is completely mad in pride and arrogance, like Hiranyaksha, goes on decrying the Supreme Lord, goes on defying his existence, goes on insulting the Supreme Lord by calling names, because he does not think that death will come to him. Right? And that's the position of the modern day sinful people who are completely engrossed in sense gratification, thinking that, oh, death is not going to come to them. Yudhishthira Maharaj, when asked what is the most amazing thing, he mentioned that the most amazing thing is, though a person sees around him death, he thinks that death will not come to him. Somehow that is very special, death is not going to come to him. That's the position of somebody who is completely attached to sense gratification and is in illusion that this material world, material loka, is for my sense gratification. Right? For my sense gratification. Okay, are there any questions, discussions on this topic? We can take some discussions to get some more final points.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. This is Kalindi Kantapriya.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah, how much ever knowledge we have about this sense gratification, still it is very difficult to overcome either in the desire form or in the because of the past karmas or whatever it is. even though we chant, even after initiation, even after we perform services, these will sprout again and again. So, how to completely nullify? What is the best way?
Yeah, very good question, Madhupati. Okay. Even after getting initiation, even after chanting this sense gratification, we are not completely getting off it or getting nullified from the impact of this sense gratification. Yeah. So, for time immemorial, we are in this conditioned nature. So, it's not that easy that we'll come out of that conditioned nature overnight. So, that's why a gradual process will take. Now, Brahmande Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai, Bhakti Lata Bija. After wandering through so many universes, right, we have come to the stage where we have gotten the mercy of Guru and Krishna, right, and come to the stage of getting initiation. Yet at least we are able to know what is right, what is wrong. Even though at times we are impacted by, we succumb the desires of sense gratification, we are able to know that this is not right. Right? A person in illusion does not even know that this is not right. So that has been a gradual progress in our consciousness to discriminate between what is right, what is wrong. Right? And understand our shortcomings. When we understand our shortcomings, then at least there is chance that one day we'll overcome those shortcomings. When we do not understand our shortcomings and we are in complete false illusion, that none of these shortcomings is completely right. Right? Then there's no way of overcoming that. Right? So continue chanting, ultimately chanting. It's mentioned one pure name of the holy, one name chanted purely can get rid of amount of sins which we cannot even think of committing. Right? So we need to come to that stage. Nanam galada sudhara vadanam gatkidaru gita. And how would we come to that stage? By more chanting. By more chanting, by getting more attraction to the Supreme Lord. If a child is holding dirt in his hand and is given gulab jamun, he has to give up that dirt, right, to grab something nice. But because we are attached to that dirt for so many years, so many lifetimes, it's difficult for us to give up. But more, we will perform devotional service, right? Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga, right? When we perform bhakti, automatically more renunciation will come, right? And bhukti, mukti and bhukti are doorkeepers on the path of one who is performing devotional service. So performance of more devotional service is the trick to overcome our shortcomings. First of all, understanding our shortcomings, that these are our shortcomings, and then just performing devotional service more and more. More our mind is absorbed in serving the Supreme Lord. We'll have less time to think about other things and less time to come on in illusion for sense gratification. Is that all right, Mataji?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. If any other discussion, we can take in Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. It's already 7 o'clock. Okay, very special day. By Duj today. Continuation of this festive time of Diwali, New Year. Yeah. Also, this very special day for me. So I selected to also give lecture on this day. 22 years back on this very day, I got connected by spiritual initiation from my Guru Maharaj at Govardhan. So it's a special day from that. So
Hari Bol, Prabhuji.
Begging the mercy of all the Vaishnavas, that I can continue on this devotional path. It's only by the mercy of the Vaishnavas and the spiritual master we can continue on the spiritual path. We'd like to wish you all a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. We'd like to offer the prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bringa. Ugralila Mahavishnu, Julantam, Sarvatomukam. Narsingham, Vishnabhadram, Mityam Namamiham. Narsinga Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavinda ki Jai, Granth Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.